Venom is a comic book character that is notorious for being brutal. Okay, not as brutal as Carnage, but still brutal. But apparently, Sony doesn't think the same as me, since the Venom movie of 2018 is not violent at all. Look, I know the reason for this choice. If the movie has a PG-13 rating instead of an R rating, more people will come to see it, and more people means more money. But fuck me, you can't do this. Not to my friend Venom. So, welcome to Lloyd Animation, my name is Christian, and today, my fellow viewers, I'm gonna fix this crap. Will I be able to remake it in a violent and compelling way? I can't really say because, it kills the tension. So let's find out. First of all, where am I supposed to start from? As usual, I need to make a selection of scenes and make a quick montage edit, because unfortunately I can't animate the whole movie. Okay, let's open the trailer, let's take some scenes. I like this one, oh, this one for sure, and even this two. Okay, good. The final result will look similar to a very quick spot, with the exception that it will be more violent than usual. The montage is made out of 5 shots. 3 are set in the apartment where Eddie discovers the symbiote powers, and the last 2 are from the road where Venom picks up this guy and licks him like a dirty alien would do. At least in a tentacle rape hentai. Who the fuck wrote this? Okay, seriously. Without further ado, let's begin our journey towards a better and more violent version of Venom. Scene 1, Shot 1. Eddie punches this guy out of the window and is like, "What?" As usual, I open Blender, my favorite 3D software, and I started modeling polygons to make a room similar to the one in the shot. I limited the amount of details to the essential since it would not look good if I had a detailed background and a simplistic character. Plus, I'm lazy. Once finished, I added the materials to the floor, the wall, the ceiling, and main room components such as the TV, the chair, and the furniture in general. Working on the characters, I initially had in mind to use a 3D mannequin as a reference, like I did in the Star Wars Lego, though I gave up shortly after. I instead went for directly drawing the characters, yeah, I can draw, and coloring them using the reference image. I also smashed the plane into pieces and simulated them to recreate the breaking glass effect. Smooth. Scene 1, Shot 2. Eddie punches the fuck out of this guy. I guess you already know how I'm gonna make this scene more brutal, right? No? Well, let's find out then. I modeled the background room and more or less the same accessories that are in the original scene. Once I did that, I went for the materials again and here it comes. A big old head explosion, just like they did in Scanners. Do you like those pieces of head tearing apart because of a punch? Anyway, I finished the blood, colored the figure, added even more blood, and then went for some shading. The blood is pretty much what it is. I would have added more spills, but I felt like it was already too bloody. Scene 1, Shot 3. Eddie punches this guy onto the door. Yeah, there's a whole lot of punching in these scenes. Here's how I planned this shot. Instead of just slamming the guy onto the door, let's also make him explode onto it, creating, of course, a blood explosion. Technically speaking, if that happened in real life, the guy would probably bust through the door, but hey, fuck it. You know what they say, the gruesome, the better. Once I modeled a small hallway, I drew the 2D figure of the guy and the symbiote and placed it in a way that it always passes behind the door frames. As usual, color, shadows, boredom. It couldn't be easier, right? Apparently not. The difference with the second shot is that here the blood has to go all over the hallway. If I drew the blood patterns onto a 2D plane, it would have not looked good. The camera does a 3D movement in space and the patterns would have not feel attached to the wall. So what I did was to draw in 3D all the spats onto a separate layer and make them appear at the right time. Et voila! Here we have our 3D blood. And let's go for an upgrade. Scene 2, Shot 1. This little fella realizes he made a mistake since Eddie and Venom look pretty pissed off in the scene. Look at his face. Woo. Like in the first one, there's no actual brutality to add in this particular shot, though I decided to make Eddie's eyes roll up to make it look like he's possessed. They had to call the exorcist if they wanna kill the symbiote. For the environment, I used the 3D model I downloaded from the internet. The same goes for the lampposts. In the reference shot, it's clear that Venom gets up and the camera does a tilt up, which is a movement where it rotates up or down. I would say the moving teeth were the most challenging part. When I was working on it, I was a little fed up, but hey,
You gotta put the work if you wanna finish.
Scene 2, Shot 2. As I said at the beginning of the video, this is the shot where Venom licks the guy. Instead of the tongue, I decided to go for another tentacle, and I'm not talking about his penis. That would have been gross. So what could I ever do to make this shot violent? Decapitate the guy? Or making explode like the others? Back off, those are too easy. I instead decided to be as violent as possible. I went for the eyeballs passing through the mouth. This scene kinda reminds me that time with Oberyn Martell, if you get what I mean. Not gonna lie, animating this was kinda rewarding. Not because I'm some kind of eyeball mutilation fetishist, but because it was a little more complicated than the other shots. You know, it's also fun since I hate eyeball mutilation in movies, or mouth contact with aliens, and this shot contains both. I just signed the contract for my next video, didn't I? And okay, the shots are completed, but we're not finished yet. Because now comes the fun part. What? You don't know what's the fun part? It's sound design. The sequence can't be good without good sounds, right? Okay, I'm on Soundbox, which is a sound library. I'm gonna pick some core explosions, the glass breaking sound for the window, some screams. This is so perfect. And so on. Let's now put them all together. Here, here, also here. Wow! I make it look so easy because I already did it, but it's not easy at all. Great. And now... oh. We're at the end. Okay guys, here we are with the two versions, the original and the R-rated. I'm gonna show you both so you can compare them better and let me know what you think. And it's done, boys. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did in making it. I wish you a good start of the year. I'm sure it will be better than 2020. If you like this type of content, subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments if you have new ideas or advices, and see you!